The Ox Dog Theater is featuring its Q Solo Festival beginning January 19th. You will see Christine McHugh deliver her spoken memoir about what she calls an unknown sea of life without parents, entitled Parents Must Be Dead. You are also president of the board of New Mexico Women in Film. You are a director, a documentarian. You are a busy woman.
More so this year than I think I ever have been before. Mostly considering what a strong voice women are taking right now in the film industry. And so to be leading an organization that has a very high platform right now, it's great for us to get very loud about trying to right some gender inequities and trying to change a culture of disrespect and harassment.
And that's happening here in New Mexico as well. It's not just in Hollywood. That's trickling down into everywhere that the industry is.
It's not just, you know, our industry is just kind of a bellwether because we're something of the first line of pop culture. But the truth is, this is in every part of our society, in every culture. And I'll tell you, Chad, the thing I think I'm most amazed at that's happened lately is how quickly my attitude has changed from hearing the stories of disrespect, going from being one of, well, yeah, to time's up. We will not brook that anymore. And I'm very pleased because we have such a strong industry in New Mexico that we're really taking a lead around that and saying,
fantastic.
You know, we're going to change that.
Yeah, as we said, time's up. Now let's talk about this piece because as we were mentioning earlier in the show, that title grabs you. That title is really, as you said, arresting. Parents Must Be Dead. What is the concept behind this show?
Well, you know, the title is definitely meant to grab you, and I don't mean to be glib or cold-hearted about it, but as I say in the show, it seems like there just comes a time where that passage seems to make sense. Like for me, it was that glimmer of freedom and autonomy that I could become the adult that I always wanted to be without the stories of who those two people thought I was supposed to be for them. And so I love my parents very much, and I had a deep and good relationship with them. And with the passage of them, I become kind of, well, I guess the top of the food chain. You know, I mean, I say I'm a 57-year-old orphan, you know, and that means that I have to develop my own inner observer. I don't know if you remember when you were like 5 or 6 years old and you'd be at the swimming pool or something, and it would be all, hey, Mom, Dad, watch me.
Absolutely.
As you know, like jumped off the pool and didn't hold your nose, or you dived in head first for the first time. Well, for me, you know, I realized that I was still kind of struggling for their validation. And it may have been less subtle, it may have been more subtle than screaming out their name poolside, but I still was looking for them to look on my actions and my choices with approval and pride. And without them on the scene, I've learned that I get to do that for myself now, you know, and that's been it's been a real step towards self-actualization, I think. And that's one of the opportunities, the transformational opportunities that are available to you in this transition, that if you haven't experienced it, you're going to experience it.
And as we were talking during the break, I unfortunately did experience this last year, losing both my parents within a month's time of each other. And it's, you know, obviously I think there is a lot that people go through that watching that they have gone through that journey as well, or that there's that expected journey. At the end of the day, do you feel that this is a piece of hope, that this is maybe a piece of, after going through that trauma and the heartache of losing your parents, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think it's the big salvation. I mean, there's the most redeeming thing is that it is a step towards understanding yourself better in the world and towards understanding how you contribute to what I call a sea of love. Basically, love is the water that we are all swimming in, and the losing them and having to understand what it meant to continue my love for them in a different form, because I was going to still love them, but it wasn't going to be in that everyday talking to them on the phone kind of thing. I still realize I have that, and I have the ability to access that anytime I want.
That is fantastic.
They are as real as people who love me in my life as they ever were.
So very quickly before we lose time, this is happening. Is this just a one-night performance because it's part of a festival, or do we have a few chances to see it?
There's going to be 3 nights. It's January 19th and 20th at 8 o'clock p.m. and then Sunday afternoon, the 21st at 2 o'clock p.m. It's a part of the Q Solo Festival, which is a 3-weekend festival at the Ox Dog Theater, and it's probably the best opportunity for solo performers to get a chance to air their work. This will be a premiere for me. I'm very excited about doing it for the first time, and I really hope I can bring a lot of people in and help them to see a little bit about what they may learn about themselves through my journey.
We appreciate you coming in and sharing it. Again, guys, if you want more information about the Ox Dog Theater's Q Solo Fest, just head over to foxinmexico.com.